Welcome to Iwing Marketplace Highlight. Uh, Welcome to Iwing Marketplace Chit Chat, where we give the opportunities for entrepreneurs to talk about themselves and what they do, so we can learn from them, and we can also support them. Today we are with Mr. Peter Minang, all the way in Houston. He is the founder of Errandia. Errandia is a powerful platform that connects businesses to customers. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Peter Minang.
My pleasure.
Wow, what a journey creating Errandia. It must have been a lot of work.
You bet. It's been quite a while since we started creating this thing, like 2015. It's been a while.
Wow, wow, that's been a while. Can you
Yes.
introduce yourself to our audience?
Well, my name is Peter Minang. Like I say, I reside in Houston, Texas. I also have residence in Boya, Cameroon, where I'm originally from. I'm a businessman. I run a small hotel in Boya called Hotel St. Clair. And then I came to Errandia, and this is my passion for now.
Wow, that is amazing. So I did spoke a little bit about Errandia, but
Mm.
can you give us like a general idea, or like just tell us what Errandia is all about?
Well, Errandia, it's an online platform that connects buyers and sellers. In fact, we like to call it a hypersonic highway that compresses time and distance, making businesses increase the volume of their sales and customers or users being able to find what they're looking for very, very fast. So it's a hypersonic highway, online highway.
That's amazing. So what inspired you to create this platform? I mean, it's such a wonderful app. I mean, I've visited the app myself and downloaded it, and I'm really impressed with what you've put together. So what inspired you to create this platform?
Well, Ivan, thank you first of all for downloading and testing the platform. But the story goes like this: in 2015, I wanted to eat a particular dish that was particularly a chew which I had not eaten for a long time, and I set out to look for it. And I went to two or three restaurants, and I found the ladies that were serving this food, but it was all finished, and that was around 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And I had to go to another restaurant and eat what I didn't want to eat on that day. So it occurred to me that why do I have to move from place to place looking for a particular food when these people can look for me instead? So I set out to look for a solution. How can I get the people selling what I'm looking for find me instead of me looking for them? And that's how I created Errandia, which is an online platform for
Wow,
yes.
amazing, amazing. So when you got this idea, right? It
Yes.
usually, I mean, it's a lot of work to have you
Oh
know
yeah.
the app design, the structure of how it's going to be, and everything. How were you able to come out with just everything?
Well, it's really quite some work, like you say. It's a lot of work. It's very intense work in terms of manpower, finance. Lucky for me, I had a young man who is the technical director for Errandia. He's a software engineer. I summoned him to my office and asked him if he could bring my vision to fruition, and he said yes after listening to me. And within time, he has made three trips to at least four trips to India, and we have a team of Indian technicians who are working for us. We have like 16-man team in India, plus some team, more than 8-man team in Cameroon, working on this platform. Like I said, we started 2015. We only launched in 2025 because we had to make sure it is robust and can stand the volume of inquiries.
Wow, amazing. And
Yes.
Iwing Marketplace, it's a lot similar to Errandia. And we help businesses, we help make it easier for people to find everything that they need in our community. So I can relate to the challenges. I can relate to building a team. I can relate to, you know, all what you've been through. So I must say kudos, you know.
Thank
But
you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
yeah.
Thank
So
you.
when you found your team, right? How were you? What were the challenges? You know, working with them. You know, so this can at least inspire those who are also looking to build a platform. What were the challenges collaborating with different people in order to build this platform? And you know, how were you able to address some of the challenges? Just give us like one or two.
Well, the first challenge was finding the right technicians to work with. That was the first challenge, and I'm blessed to have the technician that I had. And he quickly realized that he couldn't work only with local technicians, and that's where we look forward to going to India, and we're lucky to have a good team there that helped us. So it was most technical. We also have partners that we have in France. If you go to the website, you're going to see that it's in French and English. We have that partner who was very instrumental in making sure that we can translate it into to the French and English. And as we speak, we are trying to translate it into Spanish, Portuguese, Lingala, Swahili. So eventually the platform will be all over Africa, and wherever you are, you can access Errandia for yourself.
That's amazing. So if there's one thing you've learned throughout this journey, you know, building Errandia, you know, being the founder of Errandia, uh, can you tell us about, you know, like one thing you've really learned?
Well, I've learned that there's a lot of things that still got to be done. There are a lot of things that we take for granted, which we shouldn't. I've also learned that you have to be innovative in the way you do things. There are a lot of problems that are out there, and we need people who should find solutions for them. And I think that Errandia is finding solutions for a lot of things, notably in Africa, where our network is not the best, the infrastructure is not the best. Errandia makes people to find things easily. For example, I give an example. In Cameroon, after 8 p.m., all pharmacies are on call, all right, in most cities. And Cameroonians do not know their pharmacy on call. So what they have to do is basically have to move from pharmacy to pharmacy looking for the one which is on call. And that's not correct. They have a cell phone. Errandia has made it possible from the palm of your hand. You can go to Errandia and you type Douala, and you can find all the pharmacies on call from where you are standing. And you can call them and ask if they have your medication even before you go. That means if you call the first pharmacy and they have only one of your three medications, you don't have to go. You call the second, call the third, maybe the fourth has it. Now you know which pharmacy to go get your medication. And that will save you time and money. But it's even better because even after you found the pharmacy, you don't still have to go. You can call the pharmacy and pay it, and our delivery guys pick the medication and bring it to you where you are. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that Errandia is doing is if you've ever been to Cameroon and hired people to work for you, plumbers, electricians, carpenters, then you would have observed that there's a lot of unprofessionalism. It means that the same builder or the same plumber is doing shady work in different places, but nobody knows because there's no rating system. There's no area whereby uh, somebody can find out this guy what he's been doing out here. Around there is going to be rating and reviewing businesses so that if you take a plumber and he doesn't do a good job, you're going to put a review. So the next person who goes to Errandia and find plumber and the guy comes up, all his reviews are there. And you know right there that you shouldn't hire that person, or you should, depending on what the review is.
Wow, that's very beautiful features. I mean, and
Yes.
the fact that it's easier for people to search for businesses, you know, by just tapping what they want, and then they have like a result that, you know, pop out. It's quite amazing. It's quite amazing.
Yeah.
And for those who are watching, please, you can scan this QR code, you know, if you're watching you via your TV, or you can screenshot it and then you tap it to download the Errandia app on your phone. That's if you're using your phone. And you will be amazed with how powerful this platform is. you
Exactly.
know. But as of now, I see your starting point. You're doing a lot of work in Cameroon, going around, putting businesses and asking people to download the app. Can you tell us more about that?
Well, the good thing about Errandia is that the download is free for both users and business. Nobody pays anything. We are asking all business people in Cameroon, all business Cameroonians who are living out of Cameroon to download their businesses. It's absolutely free. What will happen is that people will be able to find them. For example, if I take a lady who is in maybe Douala, somewhere in Dokoti, she's braiding in her mother's house. Well, only her friends around Dokoti knows her. But once you put it in Errandia, and a lady is living France or Paris to Cameroon or Tokyo or Houston, Texas, go to Cameroon, and you're looking for a lady who braids, just simply put braid and press run, and she comes up. So that means that everybody can see her now. She's not anonymous again. She's not known only in that little neighborhood. She's known all over the world. That's the beauty of Errandia. I might also add that other aspects of Errandia is that it saves people the trouble of moving around. I'll give you a typical example. In Africa and Cameroon in particular, we have two seasons, the rainy and the dry season. Let's say in a rainy season, on a very rainy day, you get up from bed and you're feeling feverish and you suspect you have malaria. You don't even want to get up from bed, but you know you need malaria medication and you know what medication to buy. Simple. You pick up your phone in bed and you go to Errandia, you find a pharmacy. You call the pharmacy and tell them you have this medication. They say yes. You pay it. That's your first step. Then you go to Errandia again. You go to delivery, get a delivery guy, and you pay them maybe 300 francs. They go pick your medication. And by the way, while they are passing, you went to Errandia, you order food. They pick food from you as they're coming and some water. So they bring all this to your house. You eat your food, take your medication, drink some water, and you continue sleeping. You never leave your house because Errandia makes it possible for our delivery guys and the ease to know what pharmacy is open to get all that information.
Wow, that's
Yes,
this is amazing. These are things we really need, solving Cameroonian and African problems, platform that
absolutely,
can address situation, make life easier for people. It's like wonderful, right? This is
absolutely,
what we
absolutely.
really need. So a lot of people like back home in Cameroon would watch this and they want to be part of Errandia, right? So
Yes,
for someone who want to be a delivery person, what's the process like?
easy. First, you call Errandia phone number and talk to one of our staff, and they're going to ask you a couple of questions, and they're going to get you in, on board you, make sure they have your identification, have your license, have your picture, because we are vetting every delivery guys who are working for us. Once you have a delivery guy, you can trust that you are safe because you know who he is, you know, have his picture, have his ID, have his license number. Talking about that, there's another aspect that I wanted to bring in because we talk about delivery. Right now in Cameroon, if you take a bike and you don't know who is driving that bike, you don't know. But all the bikers in Cameroon will register in Errandia. That means if you get a bike through Errandia, you know who is driving you. You can never be harassed anymore, like we hear stories of bikers harassing and stealing people's purses and their phones. That will stop. So
Wow,
if you want to come in as a delivery person, very, very easy. Call the number and we'll guide you on how to come in.
wow. So we have Peter's Minang's phone number on the screen. You can reach to him. You can reach him via WhatsApp, and he will be able to provide a lot of information that you need. Or you can go to the Errandia website,
Exactly.
www.errandia.com. Put in your search for their contact of the
Exactly.
head office in Cameroon.
Yes.
Contact them, and you'll be able to be a delivery uh, driver or person for Errandia. So let's go to the business side of things. For
All
people
right.
who have small businesses in Cameroon that will want to plug in and sell their products and services on Errandia? How does it work?
All right.
And what do they need to do?
Well, let me start. Let me start with one main service that we figured out. It's making life difficult for people who are motorists. These are mechanics. Now, what happens typically in Cameroon is that if you're a mechanic, and let's say you are in Mutengene, and three people bring their cars in your shop, and you open the first car, and the alternator is bad. What the mechanics in Cameroon typically do is they take that alternator and they take a taxi to a place called Kanyabasi in Douala, and they spend 2, 3, 4 hours trying to look for that part. We think that is not a good system. In European and developed countries, mechanics don't leave their shop. Parts come and meet them. In this case, the 4 hours you're wasting in Kanyabasi, you should be using it working on the two other cars that are with you. So what we have done is we are enrolling all the auto space part shops in Cameroon. We are enrolling all the mechanic shops in Cameroon. So what happens is if you open a car and the alternator is bad, you simply come to Errandia, you put alternator, the mark of the car, say 2010 RAV4, and you press run. The moment you hit run, it goes to all the auto parts shop in Cameroon instantaneous. And it is geolocated. That means what? It ranks them according to the store that's closest to where you are, where your shop is. And then they start calling you that I have your alternator, I have your radiator, I have your plugs. They call you, and then you can talk with them, negotiate the price, pay it on the phone, use your Momo to pay or Orange Money, and then our delivery guy picks the part from Douala, from Mutengene, from Limbe, from Moyoka, from Kumba, and then bring it to you. While you're waiting for the part, you can be working on the other cars that are there. The time of
Wow.
you leaving and going to Douala to look for part is finished.
Wow.
I give another example. There's a place in Douala called Ndobo in Bonaberi. Ndobo is huge. And you leave that, you're looking for a microwave. You have to go through thousands and thousands of stores, and that's too painful. What we have done is we are registering all the shops in Ndobo. So you sit in your office in Aqua, you said, I want a microwave. Our French brothers call it micro-owned. And then you send run. Only the shops in Ndobo that has microwave would see you looking for them, and they will call you that I have a microwave. And you can discuss and talk about the volume, the large size, the small size, and then you can narrow the shops that have them. And if you leave your office, you're going to 2, 3 shops, and in 30 minutes, you've done your shopping and you're back home.
Wow. I think this is also very important, especially for people in Europe or the US that ship things to sell back home, like fridge, like
Thank you.
microwave, like all those things. I think they
Exactly.
need to connect with you so that they can have those things listed
Yes.
even before they get to Cameroon.
Cameroon,
So
exactly.
people are seeing it, and when it's there, people can easily order.
Exactly.
This is a brilliant idea, and
Thank you.
you're doing a great job, and I
Thank you
must
so much.
admit.
Thank you so much.
So again, building this platform, putting things together, it's quite challenging, but there's always something beautiful that comes out from any initiative. So what are some of the beautiful things that you've noticed, with building this platform in Cameroon and helping people so far?
I'm glad you asked that question. I'm going to give it an example. I was in the veteran club in Houston, Texas, talking to them about Errandia. And one guy called me on the side to tell me that he actually used Errandia. He heard about Errandia and didn't pay much attention about it. But he had heard about the pharmacy. And like 3 weeks ago, the mother was sick in Boya, and all the pharmacies they were closed. And he remembered Errandia. He went there, found the phone number of a pharmacy in Mutengene, called the pharmacy, and was able to buy the medication at midnight. And the mother had her medication.
Wow.
That is beautiful. That's
Wow.
beautiful. I have
Wow.
texts coming to me. Oh, I used this in July. You can find hotels. You can find anything you want.
Wow.
Car rentals. Are you understanding? From
Yeah.
Errandia. And
Right.
then we have instituted something which is land for sale by owner. We call it Errandia Estate, land for
Wow.
sale by owner. Right now, if you are in the diaspora, you want to buy land in Douala, Kribi, Limbe, Bamenda, Yaoundé, you don't have to look for a démarcheur or a middleman anymore. Go to Errandia and put land for sale by owner, Limbe, and all the people selling land would have listed their land with their phone number. The people who own the land, the landlords, the owners themselves. You can negotiate directly, and the use of a middleman is out. All the exorbitant fees that they pay is out. And in fact, to add, not only do the middlemen take exorbitant fees, they jack up the prices of land and properties. Okay, and
Wow.
so, oh yes, you're selling a land for 10 million, they take it and say it's 15 million, and you pay 15 million plus the 10% that you give to them. That's a lot. But once you deal with the landlord, if it's 10 million, it's 10 million. You pay and you're both happy.
Wow.
Yes.
That's brilliant. The fact that people can go on Erranda and search for land, it's
Properties,
wonderful.
properties for sale, a house for rent. Right now in Cameroon, this is how you rent a house. You get a guy and you give him some money to go around, money for transport to go around. He looks for the house, and then the first month's rent is his. So if your house is 100,000, you give him 100,000 francs. That shouldn't be. You should be able to go to Errandia, look for an office space, a house to rent, and talk to the landlord. And it's 100,000, and you pay your 100,000 to the landlord and not to anybody else.
Wow. There's a lot of opportunities back home, and there are a lot of things that we need to do in order to make life better, because Silicon Valley will do things that will make life in America, Europe better. So it's for us Cameroonians, it's for us Africans to look at our own African problem, to look at our own Cameroonian problem, and design applications that can make life easy for our people. And I'm glad Errandia is doing just that.
Thank you so much, Ivan. Thank you so much.
So before we wrap up, right, what is there any other thing that you like to say to our audience?
Yes, I am going to ask Cameroonians to take a look at Errandia very seriously. It's going to reduce time, save the money. It's a platform that we believe that will change the way we do things. It will change the way people have buy things. It will change the way how businesses get clients. Every single Cameroonian all over the world should download and register Errandia for free. Every business all over the world owned by Cameroonians should download and enroll their businesses on Errandia for free. We believe that the interaction, the time that we would save you is going to be healthy for your business. And Cameroon is going to benefit a lot from this platform.
Wow. Again, congrats, Mr. Peter Minang, for launching Errandia. I'm also the founder of Iwing Marketplace. I know the struggle, I know the challenges for that it takes to bring your platform to life. There are so many people who have created platform, but they've not even been able to bring it to the public, to test it and use it. I know of people that have been building platform even before I started, but till date, we've never seen the platform publicly. And you have taken that step to launch your platform so people can come and use it. So I give you like all the praises, and also to encourage you that you're doing something great. Keep moving one step after the other. It's all about improving the application, and with time everything will be so powerful. Thanks so much for coming to Iwing Marketplace and for sharing your journey.
Thank you so much, Ivan, for having me, and we look forward to making this very popular within our community. Thank you so much.
Definitely. Thank you guys for watching. This is Iwing Marketplace Chit Chat. We just had a very amazing conversation with Mr. Peter Minang. Please help us share this video so more people can discover it. The video is going to be on our Iwing Marketplace YouTube channel, and you will also see clips of it on Instagram, Facebook, and everywhere. And please subscribe to Iwing Marketplace YouTube channel so that you don't miss any of this beautiful interview that we are having with the movers and shakers in our community. Thanks for watching, guys, and we are out.